Hello. The world is always changing, and for any business, the biggest danger is doing nothing. So today, we're going to talk about how companies can change, not just to stay in business, but to do really, really well. Okay, so here's our plan. First, we'll look at how things were in the past. Then, we'll talk about the big changes in our world today. After that, we'll ask the important question about adapting. We will even look at a real bookstore and its success. And finally, we will find the main key to success. All right, let's start by going back in time a little bit. Let's see how businesses worked before everything became so digital. For a long, long time, marketing was pretty simple, and it worked well. If a company wanted to reach new customers, what did they do? They made commercials for TV and put ads in newspapers. That was the normal, trusted way to grow a company. But things are very different now. That old way of doing things doesn't work so well anymore. And that brings us to today, a world that is always changing with new rules for every business. The main reason for all this is that our economy has changed a lot. Technology has changed how we make things, how we sell things, and, how we buy almost everything. And you can really see the difference here. We've gone from just watching ads on TV to actually talking with companies online. Today, a company really needs to be on social media and have a good online presence to be successful. And this is about people, not just computers. Customers today want to have a conversation. They want to connect with the brands they like, and that connection happens on social media. So, all of this change is a big challenge for business leaders. It makes them ask a very important question. How do we change with the times? So for any business leader, the question is not if they should change for this new digital world. The real question is how to do it and how fast they can do it before it's too late. And it's a difficult choice, right? Especially when there isn't a lot of money. Should they spend money on online ads, or should they spend it to make their product better? Or maybe they need to change their whole way of doing business. These are tough questions. To see how this really works, let's look at a great example. It's the story of a bookstore that successfully changed. Okay, so picture this. There's a local bookstore. And a little while ago, it was having problems. Its customers were getting older, and it just couldn't get younger people to come into the store. So here's what they did. First, they saw the problem. No young readers. Then they took action. They started an online community for book lovers. And what happened? The bookstore started to grow. Now, they're even planning for the future. They want to open a small cafe in the store, making a real place for their online friends to meet. It's a really good story, isn't it? So, what can we learn from this? Well, that brings us to our last section, finding the key to success. It all comes down to this one simple idea. Success depends on when to change your direction. This just means that the most important skill in business today isn't just about having a good plan, it's about knowing the right moment to make a new plan. And that's really the big idea for today. The story about the bookstore shows us that being flexible isn't just a nice idea, it's necessary to survive. In a world that is always changing, the businesses that can adapt are the ones that will win.